Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Ebony here, Color Beautiful, and today I'm doing a foundation video. And this video is going to entail all of the foundations from the drugstore and beyond that I think are pretty good or worth giving a shot. Okay, if you saw my collection video, you know I have quite a bit of foundations, and there are only a few that are really good, some that are alright, and some that are kind of like, you know, you can do without them. Some of those I won't talk about. I'll talk about the ones that are either really good or worth checking out, or I'll just talk about some in general that you know, are just a little bit so-so. So anyway, let's just get started, okay? First of all, I want to say that I have dry skin, okay? Most of the time I have dry skin in the summer. However, I get oily in my T-zone when I wear foundation, all right? But normally I am dry skin, so most of the foundations that I mention in this video are going to be catered to dry skin, okay? However, if you have oily skin, you can wear most or any of these foundations if you prepare your skin for the oiliness, meaning use an oil control primer or any other oil control products you may have, milk of magnesia, all kinds of things out there that control the oil. Okay, so one of my favorite foundations of all time, alright, would be, and I said one of, would be Iman. I love Iman foundation, and I have tried 3 of her foundations. I'll start with the Cream-to-Powder, alright, and this color is Clay 5, and I really like this a lot. However, okay, I don't use it as much as I use the Luxury Radiance Liquid Makeup. Alright, this one is my favorite. I'm going to talk about this one. This foundation has a medium, light to medium coverage. You can even build it up. I wouldn't go as far as to say full, but you'd have to really build it to get full coverage. But this is a light to medium coverage. However, it evens out your skin beautifully. Like, you really don't need full coverage with this one right here, this foundation. I really like it. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that it lasts all day long, and that's not the truth, okay? It depends on how you set your foundation, how much powder you use to set it, or whatever. But this gives a really nice finish. It does have shimmer properties in it. That's what makes it radiant. But it's not the gross shimmer where you just can see just this glitter on your face. That's not what's in here. It's like a luminescence, and it makes your skin glow. The texture of it is almost exactly like MAC's Studio Sculpt. If you have that, that is what this reminds me of. However, the MAC Studio Sculpt is a more full coverage. This right here is worth giving a shot. It's $15, as is all of her foundations, 15 bucks. At Target, Ulta, Walgreens, Walmart, depending on your drugstore, they may have it in stock. But I really love this one most of all. This one will come in at a second. I really like this one as well. This one is Clay 5, for those who want to know. This is Clay 5. And yeah. Yes, this one is really nice. Even if you have oily skin, you can wear this one because it is a cream to powder, meaning it starts off as a cream, but it dries down to a powder, so it helps with the oil control. Again, I would recommend using an oil control solution before you put this on if you're excessively oily. Because it still is a cream to powder, it will get a little oily, especially in the heat, okay? So definitely use something to control the oil if you're concerned with that. But this is definitely an excellent foundation for drugstore foundation. It's really next we have the stick foundation, and this was the first foundation I bought from Iman, and the color I initially got was Earth 2. It was summertime when I bought this last year. It's all gone, as you can see. It is gone, and I have to scoop it out if I want to use it. Alright, so I use the heck out of this. This used to be my go-to foundation, where I just put it on, smooth it out, and just be done. Okay, love the coverage of this. It's silky in texture. Um, it just blends like a dream. Love it, love. Alright, so next on my list is Black Opal. Alright, Black Opal Stick Foundation. If you watch my videos, you know that I absolutely love Black Opal Stick Foundation. I've done a review on it. I've done videos applying it. And I've used quite a bit of it. As you can see, this is all I have left. Okay, and you get about, let's say, about that much in the stick when you get it. Alright, so I've used more than half of this, 3/4 of it maybe. And this is just like the ultimate go-to foundation for me. It is the perfect shade. This shade is Nutmeg. I don't have to do any mixing. I don't have to do anything. Just swipe it on, blend it out. It blends beautifully. This works best for normal to dry skin because this is a cream foundation and it does have oil in it. Alright, so your skin will look very moisturized when you use this. Okay, this is definitely not a matte foundation. None of the creams that I have here are matte foundations because most of the creams have oil in them. And it just works best for my skin because I need the extra moisture. And but these are really, really good. Really, really good. A lot of people are sleeping on these because it's Black Opal. It's not a, department store or a, people just brush it off because it's cheap. I absolutely love this foundation. Give it a shot. But don't. Right, next. You guys are going to be surprised by this one, but Milani's Cream-to-Powder Foundation. You can find these at Walgreens. You can find them at CVS. You can find it at Target. Alright. I was very surprised to like this. My color is Spiced Almond. Alright, that's it. And you see I've hit pan on that because I use this quite a bit. And it is very, 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 very creamy. Like, way creamier than you expect. When you touch it, I mean, you literally, it's like super, super creamy. So with that said, this foundation is like full coverage. Seriously, it is like full coverage. Alright. Now my hand is darker than my face, obviously, but that is my color. Now, the texture of it is amazing. I love how creamy it is. However, that it is very much transferable. It can get very greasy. Alright, so there is a trick to setting it. You have to blot after you apply it. I take let me grab one. I take a cotton pad like this. Now I got these from Walmart, and they come in a bag like this. These are pretty big, as you can see. So I take the flat side. It has a quilted side and a more flat side that doesn't like bunch up when you, it stays. I just wipe foundation off. But anyway, I take the cotton pad and I just press it on my skin. Press it on there to get off any excess foundation. Okay? And this is with any cream foundation that you have that might be a little oily. Okay? You love it, but it's just a little bit oily. Okay? So I would take a cotton pad and just go on with it and just press in. You're not wiping off. You're just pressing and removing the oils from your face. Okay? And what that does is, not only does it help set your foundation, okay, it removes the excess oil and it pushes that powder into the foundation, so you get a really, really, really nice set. You can also take a cotton pad like this, or you can take the applicator that comes with it, like this, and you can dip this in your powder, your setting powder, and also do the same thing and powder your face like this with a round sponge, or you can even use a square sponge, and just push it in and you'll get a nice set. It'll also remove some of the excess oil and product on your face. So it makes it a lot easier to wear the foundation. So next I want to talk about Revlon Color Stay. And this is caramel. This is not the bottle that it comes in. It comes in a bottle like this, okay? And what I do is I obviously use a different bottle, pour it in here, okay? I remove the label and stick it onto this bottle. And I use this bottle because it has a pump on it. Revlon doesn't make Color Stay in a pump. Now, this color here is 400 in caramel, and I have the combination oily skin version of it. And honestly, I wish that I could use the normal to dry skin version. They have two different versions, one for normal to dry skin and one for combination oily, obviously. Alright, I chose this one because this one was the closest color to my skin tone. The other caramel in the normal to dry was too light and too ashy for my face. And so I could not use it, but I just had to have this. I had to try it, you know. And I actually love it. However, I'm finding the more I wear it, the more I don't need to wear it because it's made for oily skin, okay? I don't have oily skin, so what it does is it sucks my skin dry, all right? It pulls out whatever moisture I add to my skin. It pulls it out, and then my skin doesn't like produce more. So, you know, it kind of cracks up around my mouth, and sometimes it can just look really drying. So I would have to like moisturize. So I would have to use like a lot of moisturizer or sunscreen when I wear this to combat the drying properties of it. So for oily skin people, I would see this being an excellent foundation. But right now, I have not been using this as much. I used it a lot last year, yeah, and then I found that other foundations just work better for my skin because I have dry skin. I can't use this version of it without it drying my skin out any further. But it is good. The coverage is really, really great. It is said to be a dupe for the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. So definitely a go for those of you who have oily skin. Again, I can't speak too much on the normal to dry. It's supposed to have moisturizing properties, but I have not tried that one yet. But I would guess to say that it's a good foundation because this is it's actually really, really good stuff, okay? Revlon also makes another foundation called Photo Ready, and I'm sure you guys have seen plenty of videos about the Revlon Photo Ready foundation. I actually have a review on it, and when I initially bought it, I bought the wrong color. I bought Cappuccino. That's the only brown color they had at the time, and I just really needed to try it. It was like if I didn't try it, I was going to just die or something, right? So I went and got the wrong color, tried it anyway. I love the coverage. Love the coverage of this foundation. Amazing coverage, all right? Now, they finally came out with caramel, which is my color, and as you can see, it's absolutely too light. Absolutely too light. And so I would have to mix these two together to get my shade. The cappuccino and the caramel together to get my shade, all right? And I really, really like this stuff. However, if you compare it to Color Stay, it doesn't have the same kind of stay as Color Stay. All right, now, which I'm used to because I use a lot of cream foundation. So it doesn't necessarily stay put. All right. Now, again, it depends on how you set your foundation, how long it lasts on your face. All right. If you use a lot of moisturizer and things like that, which produce a lot of oil, all right, you're going to have issues with it staying on your face. Now, love this. However, I don't like the shimmer properties in the lighter shades. You can see it more, but the darker shades you can't really see the reflex. It's like there's like little shimmers in there, and some people don't like that, don't like the shimmer properties in this foundation, but this is definitely worth a shot. okay? Again, if you have oily skin, you will need to prep your skin to wear this because it's not made for those with oily skin. It's definitely made for those with normal to dry skin because it does get. But next on the list, next on the list, we're gonna talk about CoverGirl. As you know, CoverGirl does not, just CoverGirl in general, they don't have a lot of colors for brown skinned women. And I don't deem CoverGirl a very popular line as far as foundation is concerned. I just don't think that they make great foundation. Not like Revlon, not like Iman, not like, what else? I don't know. I think Maybelline even makes better foundation to me than CoverGirl does. But I'm going to talk about CoverGirl Queen because that is a line by CoverGirl made for women of color. Queen Latifah is the spokesperson for CoverGirl Queen. And they make this natural hues collection. And I bought this a while ago, okay? My color is soft copper. And this foundation is very, very lightweight. Very, very lightweight. If you're looking for medium to full coverage, this is not the way to go. Not the way to go. No. I mean, you would have to sit up and really, really, really build it, and you would have a lot of product on your face. It is not a thick foundation. It is definitely seems to be water-based because it's very liquidy. I'm not saying it's horrible. You know, you can make it work though. If you're looking for a light coverage, if you just kind of want, if you don't want a lot of products on your face, it's definitely worth a shot. It does not stay put all day, so you will have to set it. And again, oil control issues, all right? Please prep your skin if you have oil issues. But it's worth a shot, okay? It's like $7. All right, they also make cream foundations here, all right? And I have toffee and soft copper. Now, soft copper, again, that is my color right here. They look like that, okay? And I like the texture of it. It reminds me of black opal, just black opal in a compact, basically. It blends really nicely and smooth on the skin, so that's not an issue for me. I actually really like the cream foundations. All right, this one is a little bit light, so I use it underneath my eyes sometimes to brighten up my look, my foundation look, and to kind of like a concealer or a highlighter under here. So I use a lighter shade under here. So yeah, that's CoverGirl. Okay, so those are my top drugstore foundation recommendations. I'm going to move on and talk about some other foundations that you may not find at the you won't find at the drugstore, but they're worth mentioning, okay? And this line, you may be surprised that I'm going to mention it, but I'm going to tell you that this is one of my favorite foundations ever. It is what I'm wearing on my face right now. If more people aren't wearing this foundation, I don't know, maybe it reacts to people's skin differently. I don't know. But Mary Kay. Mary Kay. Mary Kay full coverage foundation. That is what I'm wearing. Also, the medium coverage is good too, okay? But Mary Kay's full coverage, man, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. This foundation is like one of my holy grail foundations. It's like, it's up there. I love this more than Black Opal. I love this more than, I'm going to even say I love it more than Iman. I know. I don't want to because I really love Iman, but let me tell you something. This foundation is the business. Now, the full coverage foundation is made for people with normal to dry skin. Okay, the medium coverage foundation is made for those who have oily skin. All right, both foundations are superb. I have both. Both of them are superb. Now, you find Mary Kay through a representative, or you can order them on eBay, like I did.
Okay.
These foundations, this, whatever formula they're using for this, works. This, wow, I'm almost speechless about it. I love it. I love this foundation. I love it. The color I wear, I have to mix, okay? It's no surprise. I have to mix. I mix 504, which you probably won't be able to see. But, yeah. I have to mix. I mix 504 with 600 to get my perfect shade. I'm like right in between, like equal parts, you know, 504 and 600. And wow, when I tell you, I was just really surprised. That's what 600 looks like on the tube. And 504, this is 504. Looks like that. It's a little bit more yellow. Okay. But love this. Love it. Love it. I wear this stuff like more than some of my really expensive foundations. But I really love it. No, I really love it. It's worth a shot, you guys. Try it from eBay. If you're curious, try it from eBay. If you have oily skin, get the medium coverage foundation. If you have normal to dry, full coverage, great. And it stays put. Okay. I have yet, this is like, you know, because I'm having issues with a lot of the stay put foundations from the drugstore where it's drying my skin out. This one here stays put and does not dry my skin out. So I just really, really love it. I mean, I've worn it for hours, gotten home and felt almost like, wow, my face is still intact. It's really not, you know, it just really does well with my skin. Talk about, and last but not least, we're going to talk about MAC. Yes, MAC foundations. My color in MAC is NW43. In the winter and spring, I can get away with wearing NW40. Well, I can wear it all year round. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a little bit more kissed by the sun as the summer months come in here. And I may have to do a little mixing to make it a little bit darker. But NW43 is my color. And my favorite MAC foundation is the Studio Sculpt. Studio Sculpt. I love it. And I guess because it's creamy, you know, I'm a creamy girl. But I really love the coverage. I love the durability of it. I mean, it does, it just like any of the others, it does transfer. It doesn't last all day long, okay? You may have issues with it seeming oily. It does have shea butter in it, but again, it depends on how you set it. It depends on your oil control priming that you do. And it also depends on how you apply it. I find it best applied with my fingers. So I hope this was helpful to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. Maybe I'll do a concealer video and maybe a drugstore brushes video as well. I'm on this drugstore kit to show you guys, you know, some of the good things you can find at the drugstore. So let me know what you think. And again, God bless you. Thanks for watching. Bye.